I made the decision to end my life because I couldn't bear another surgery and more pain.
Lauren should be dead.
But I'm still here 1 year later because that is the decision that saved my life.
But she miraculously survived the most harrowing time of her life.
I started noticing symptoms of back pain in 2020. I didn't think too much of it at first, but it got worse. I went to see a chiropractor and she recommended that I get an MRI. They realized from the MRI that there was a large mass on my upper spine.
She went in for a biopsy and the results revealed that it was a giant cell tumor of bone.
I had my first surgery in August of 2021. It was a very extensive 23-hour surgery.
The surgery was a success and all of the tumor was removed, but not long after, Lauren began feeling sick.
I was feeling really dizzy, nauseous, no appetite. It got to a point where I wasn't even able to sit up.
Lauren was rushed to the ER.
Within an hour, the doctor came in and said, I have a deep surgical infection. That is how I learned I was in septic shock.
She underwent a deep washout surgery to try and get rid of the infection.
I was in the intensive care unit for about a week. I started to feel really good. Unfortunately, that didn't last long.
Lauren needed a second and third washout spinal surgery, but nothing appeared to be working.
It kept coming back. They had no answer as to what was causing this infection. They wanted to do a more complex surgery where they would go through the front as well.
This didn't sit right with Lauren.
I knew in the depths of my heart that going for that surgery would make things worse.
She then made a heartbreaking decision, which would ultimately change everything.
That is the time where I decided to go down the path of end-of-life care because that was the only option left, essentially.
The choice made Lauren reflect on her life up until that point.
But there was all these things that I had wanted to do and I wouldn't be able to do them, but at the same time, I was very comforted by that decision.
After struggling to drink fluids, Lauren was taken for a swallow study, which resulted in the discovery of what was the root of everything.
Right away, they noticed that there was a very large tear in my esophagus. They found a reason why I had this major infection in the first place.
The tear was linked to the initial back surgery Lauren had undergone for the mass on her spine.
One of the metal plates in my spine that had slowly tore a hole through my esophagus.
Now the doctors knew the reason behind why Lauren kept getting sick. They were able to treat the root cause, but further surgery was required.
They were able to remove that plate, stitch up my tear, and they went through the back as well and did another complex washout spinal surgery. And it was a success. I still unfortunately suffer from nerve damage. I'm now left with a hand disability.
Lauren miraculously survived against all the odds and has been given a second chance at life. She has advice for those experiencing their own medical challenges.
It gets better. Bad days don't last forever. These experiences turn us into the strongest version of ourselves. I think in a weird way, all of this was meant to happen to me and there's so much good that has come out of it. I am seen, are you?